So I have a star of the pickleball coaching world. I have snagged Deb Harrison, also known as Pickle Pong Deb. I am so gratified and privileged and honored that you said, this is a great idea, Pickleball Obsession podcast. We're going to explain stuff and make people comfortable with ideas and encourage them to even ask us questions. Deb, you really are a national resource. You're also like a natural resource. You're probably, and I am not ageist because I'm way north of some high number, but you're probably the oldest working pickleball coach in the country. Is that true?
Probably one of them. Wherever I go, I'm usually the oldest and the shortest.
Oh, that's so darling. You are short, and that's a disadvantage. I've taken several camps and clinics with you and private lessons, and the idea that your head's at the top of the net, I'm exaggerating. You're a small woman, does not in any way impede your ability to do overhead smashes, a million reaches. So no one should feel that we actually could do a one of the podcasts about, does size matter?
Matter. It
It-
really does matter.
all right. So that's going to be
In
another
the
one we're
scheme of
going to
things.
do in the scheme of things, but particularly athletically. And yet we can overcome either being way too tall or being really short. But what I want to talk to you about today is a phrase that one hears said once in a while, that people either go, what? What do you mean respect the X? Or they say, oh, yeah, but I don't think the people who don't know what it means or those who think they know what it means actually know what that idea means. And I'd love you to explain it and then say whether the evolution of pickleball to a harder, faster game is that still a true saying, respect the X. So help us understand it.
I believe it still is. And when you look at even leveled players, take the women's game, take the women's
Yes.
game,
Yes.
even leveled players, mixed game is a little bit different.
Okay.
You're going to find the man is more of a beast and cover more's court, and they
Yes.
should.
Yes.
Then the women's game, you play your own side,
Right.
and it's called Respect the X, and I have to attribute that to Tony Roig.
Is that right? He invented that idea.
Tony Roig is the first person I ever heard that said, respect the X. So wherever the ball is coming from, it's an X pattern, and you've got to cover your own court, which means that you have to cover the diagonal and you have to cover the middle. So recovering to the middle so they can't burn you through the middle is important as well. So now you're looking at footwork.
That's right. So the X would be the person who's serving to me on, let's say, the even side. That would be one X. And the other would be if they were serving to my partner who is on the odd side, or what we call in tennis would call the ad side. But of course, that's.
So let's assume this scenario where I serve to the right.
Yes.
They return it straight ahead.
Yep.
I return to the X. Now the left side person should be covered, shading the middle.
Because you've drawn an X.
So therefore, if you return as a right side player, if you return to the server on the right, you have to be careful because they could burn you down the line.
Yes.
So where you return is as significant as the X pattern. Yeah.
Good point. It's usually used in terms of which of two people on a side is responsible for that ball coming at them.
Right.
I think that's where I've had it used with me in a tournament with one of those pickup partners that many of us have never met before. And we're on the court with them for the first time, which actually is rather agonizing because you don't know how they play. They don't know how you play. You haven't communicated well yet. But I've had them say, so a ball comes through the middle. Let's say Deb is serving the first serve to me and I'm on the right and it's coming at me. All right, you're right. We shouldn't talk about mixed doubles because the guy could be greedier and poach a bit over the middle. So I play with another woman, let's say, but my ex-partner.
You have the left side player say, even before the match begins, I'll take middle. Left side player should be taking the middle. Right side player takes the X. Because if the left side player goes too far over to the right, they open up their backhand side
behind them. So what we're saying is that even though the person on the left, the whole middle is technically their forehand, there's a point at which it's too much of an angle, too much of a diagonal to be their ball. And yet, how many times have we any of us stood on the right-hand side, so it's, if we're all righties, let's say we're mostly righties, so that the middle is my backhand, and the ball is coming at quite a diagonal to me, I should respect the X. I should be hitting that ball, however the heck I hit it.
I should, yeah.
And
So
yet, how
therefore,
many
I think
people,
the right side player should have a good backhand.
they better, it would be helpful.
The
But
left
meanwhile,
side player has to cover more forehand, but they also have to have a good backhand.
because they've
That's
got
their ball.
protect themselves over on the left. But what I've had happen is the ball's coming at me at an angle. And I'm thinking, because this is before I was a little more evolved, that's all the forehand for my partner. And so I don't go after it. And you see this happen in games. And I have never said to somebody, that was your forehand. But how many people say that was your forehand in just that tone of voice? Like you should have taken it, when in fact, if it came on a sharp diagonal axis, it was my axis, it was mine, right?
I think too that I think that you have to assume that all four people are equal level in any one contest. So you have to trust your partner to be able to handle a backhand. Yeah.
Okay, so
If
yeah,
it's coming in the next
absolutely.
pattern,
Yeah.
trust them. Because if you get out of position, you're burned.
Yeah, that's a really good point. All right, so let's talk two scenarios. One is beginners to low intermediates, and the other is high intermediates to advanced. If you have beginners, people who are just learning the game, I've never known anyone, and certainly not myself when I was a beginner, who knows what respect the X meant, or even the concept of where the ball comes from determines who hits it. How do we help people at that more learning level to understand this young in their game so they develop good habits?
Whose ball is it?
Yes,
Whose ball is it?
that's right.
Hallie Sparry, I'm sure you've heard of her,
Yes.
uses the term if it's coming on the diagonal from the left side and
Okay.
you're the
Right hand person.
left side person, it's coming from cross court.
Okay.
You've got to cover your middle and you have to get your left short angle
Because you're the only one who can.
because you're on the left side.
Right.
So
And
you
no one
cover the
else,
middle.
and no one
And,
else has a way to get there.
and vice versa. If you go cross court as the right side player and they return it through the middle, it's now your ball. It helps in decision making
Correct.
so that you're both not going for the same ball at the same time.
Or worse, both ignoring the ball and going, ooh, I thought that was yours.
And it gives you that instant satisfaction that you made the right call. You were in the
Yeah.
right position because it happens so quickly. Happens
That's,
so quickly.
I
And
think
that's reaction time.
and I think that's one of the joys of pickleball, and yet a challenge, and what makes it so very different from tennis.
I
It's
also
fast.
I also think that when you don't communicate well with your partner and the ball is in the middle and it goes through, it's both your faults.
Yes,
It's our ball to decide who's going to
that's
take it,
right.
not my ball, your ball. Because as
Correct.
a team, we have to talk together. It's not anytime it goes through the middle, it's not that was my ball or that was your ball. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll say, if in mixed, I'll say, should I have taken that? Because I think, did I leave him or even her at a disadvantage by leaving that ball for them? Because it was so close to the X area. So I don't know.
That might mean that your partner, if they're in
Ah,
front of you, they
yeah.
have every right to take the ball earlier than you. If you're
I like
behind contact of the ball, you got to wait. You're called Haley Sparta uses the word blocker, and workhorse.
Oh,
But if the non-X person sees a ball up and in front,
take
poach,
take it.
poach.
Yeah.
Take it before you
Yeah.
gets there. So there are times that you break the X by
Oh, I
the
like that.
way the ball is coming.
I like that. So it's
If
respect the X or break the X. I like that.
break the X when the ball's in front of you and this works when, say, your right side opponent returns the ball short to the right side middle.
Okay.
The left side player can now drive it,
Because they're right there.
break the X.
Yeah.
Because it's a slow ball, you can go forward to it, break the X. But where you go with that attack is as important as breaking the X.
So
Because what
let's
you
talk
don't
about
want
that
to
for a
do is
minute.
go towards the left side player and they burn you down the line. So you want to keep in front of you.
Yes. So that and you don't put your partner at a disadvantage either.
Keep it in
And-
front of you. You know where you're going.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great advice. For a more beginning player, is this scenario that we're talking about a little too sophisticated when
Not at
you're
all.
it's not.
Not at all. And you can start it off with
Yeah,
all softballs.
great idea.
And I like the word
Yeah,
quick, slow, and recovery. So once you say your opponent gets you off angle, a short
okay.
angle to the right side, and your right side player,
Okay.
you've got to get that ball up and down, but recover because you know what? You've got
Coming
middle.
back.
You've got
Coming
middle.
back.
You don't
Yeah,
want to stay over there
that's
and give
right.
yourself a chance to get back. And the left side player, if they get a short angle, so angles breed angles.
All of these sayings are so critical to understanding how the ball moves around the court and how you should move around the court.
Now, say you're old and short like me, and they do a topspin roll to the sideline
Okay,
on the right side, and I'm playing the right side. My shot of choice, if I'm late, is not a ball cross court.
down the line, yeah.
It would be down the line, nearest point of relief, or around the post, or up and over. Coach Mo says go with the pitch. You don't want to then go cross court because you're gonna get beaten because they've already got your number,
And
right?
you're already off the court and they're going to they're going to just drill you right back
So
where you
what does your partner do? What does your partner do if they see you stressed out?
are. They supposed to come all the way across and cover?
Yeah, come over,
All the way.
cover your backside. But
Yep.
that's if you're stressed out. If you're
Which can
stressed
happen
out,
if they
cover
take
the
you
backside.
off, if they take you off the court.
Yeah.
This is all really valuable. And I think one of the tenets of this podcast is to only be 15 minutes because our brain can only take in so much at a time. And this has been jam-packed with so many ideas and so much advice. I definitely want to delve into a lot of the things you've mentioned today in separate podcasts, but I think this gives people an amazing taste of who you are, how you think, the depth of your knowledge, your enthusiasm, your energy. And I would just like to say that you really are an icon for many people and a heroine for many people, for older humans to be active and brilliant and leading the way for others. Pickle Pong Deb has an incredible YouTube channel. It was one of the very first, probably the first that anybody did, any coach did. It's a huge library full of marvelous physical advice. So we're going to be linking to that with any
Years
podcast.
ago, people used to say they learned the whole game from me.
I believe
That
that because
tune would come on and they'd listen for it. And
there was no one else doing it. So I hope you all will subscribe to Pickle Pong Deb. It's the very least we can do to support all the goodness she's given so many people for such a long time. I
thank you,
look forward to talking to you again soon, Deb. That was a treat. Thank
thank
you.
you, Tracy.